Hi everyone. We are going to do a quick training video. We're going to try to keep it at 10 minutes total. And we're going to go step by step through a new tool that we have developed called the Scope Decision Tree. It's going to help you handling the calls from taxpayers that want to be served with our free community tax service. So let's get started. First, I just want to say thank you so much. Last year, we were able to help 2,317 people file their taxes for free. And for every tax return that we actually complete, we know that there are many, many more phone calls than that you all are handling every day. So thank you for your dedication and patience with these calls. I know they can be complicated and have a lot of issues that you might not have a lot of knowledge or experience with. So thank you for taking it on, and hopefully we will give you some more information and make this process easier in the future. The Scope Decision Tree was developed with all of you in mind to help these calls from taxpayers go quickly and smoothly. And we also want to ensure that everyone that gets on the schedule can actually be served. The worst case scenario is that a person makes an appointment with us, they wait for a couple of weeks until that day, and they bring all their documents in, and then we find out that there's some reason that we can't serve them. So we want to avoid that situation if possible. We also want to give you the resources and links that you need to make this process go quickly and have all of that right at your fingertips while you're on the phone. So please save this tree on your desktop. Keep it open when the calls are coming in so that it's right there when you need it. Here's what the Scope Decision Tree looks like. You can print it out and keep it in front of you on the desk, but it's also a great idea to have it as a digital copy because, as you'll see as we go through, there are some links that you can click on if you need to. So the way to use this is just starting with the first question. You're going to read each question word for word and then follow to the next box based on their yes or no answer. The first question we come to is about household income. So this is all the sources of income combined in the household need to be less than $57,000 to be eligible for our service. And we do run out of appointments every year only serving this level of income and lower. So even if they're close but still over it, they need to find another service. And there are other ways that they can file for free using irs.gov/free file, up to about $66,000 a year for income.
Now we're going to go over what to say when you come to an out of scope box. So you're going to read the red box that says, unfortunately, based on your situation, we cannot prepare your tax return this year. You can visit irs.gov/free file to find a software that will allow you to prepare and file yourself online for free, or you can find a paid preparer to assist you. And try to stay patient with the taxpayer. A lot of people will get frustrated if we can't help them, but a lot of times it's out of our control what we are able to do. The IRS is the one that makes the determination on what situations we can and cannot prepare for people. So unfortunately, some people are just going to be beyond what we're able to help with. So the next question on the tree has to do with rental property and businesses. You're going to read through the question carefully, word for word. The only situations that we need to be aware of is that the rental of a personal residence for less than 15 days a year is not considered rental activity, unless the taxpayer is in the rental business or they're providing a cleaning service, linens, food, or other services during the rental. That would make that considered a rental activity. But if a person just puts their house on Airbnb for 2 weekends a year, then that's not considered rental activity.
Next question, do you have any income from a farm or a Schedule K-1, which is a partner's share of income, deductions, credits, etc.? Farm income is out of scope, and Schedule K-1s are out of scope. They used to be okay in certain situations, so there are a handful of people that might say, you've done my K-1 before, but now K1s are all out of scope, so we are no longer serving those clients.
If you have anyone that answers yes to the question about foreign income or being an international student, we are going to advise them to get in touch with the Office of International Services at IU. They will be able to provide that person information on how to get their taxes completed this year.
After 5 questions, we finally come to our first "You are in scope" box, which means that we can prepare this person's tax return. So you can click on this link and it will take you to the login page for the appointment scheduling software, Appointment Plus. This is a credit that's offered to certain people to make their health plan through the marketplace more affordable. So it reduces the premiums that they owe by giving a refund or increasing their refund amount. And these premium tax credit deductions are out of scope for us because the calculations are too complicated. The IRS has deemed that this is out of scope for us. So if they say yes to being self-employed and then they do receive a premium tax credit health insurance deduction, that will make them out of scope. Did you contribute to a retirement plan with your self-employed business? So this is only referring to someone who is self-employed and has a retirement plan through their business. So they are paying their retirement contributions through their self-employed business. This is not referring to someone who works for Uber or Lyft or as a contractor of some type and has an IRA type retirement account that they own individually. We've made it to the end of the tree. Now you should have come to either a red box that says out of scope or a green box that says you are in scope. So at any point, if you get to a red out of scope box, you're going to read them the script that says what to say when you come to an out of scope. And green boxes, you're going to click on that link and head straight over to Appointment Plus. So what happens if the caller can't answer one of the questions? Hopefully this shouldn't happen. We've tried to make this very easy to understand and require yes or no answers of them, but sometimes they might not be sure about something. So most of the time, if they don't know what something is, like a Schedule K1, for example, it doesn't apply to them. If they have a Schedule K1, they'll know what that is when you ask them. Try explaining a little bit from what you understand using the information provided here in this video, and we'll make sure you have a copy of this PowerPoint to keep on hand as well. And hopefully that will give them a little bit more so they can say yes or no. If they still don't know after that, take down their information so you can call them back, make note of what question they were unable to answer, and contact the VITA coordinator to ask for help. We don't want to just go ahead and assume one way or the other and schedule them, because then we could get into that situation where they make an appointment and wait for it and then we're unable to serve them. So please contact the VITA coordinator and we are happy to help you get your questions answered, and then you can call them back. And just a few things to keep in mind. Please use the tool with each person that calls to make an appointment. It might seem long because we're breaking it down by question right now, but it's only 7 questions. Some people it'll only be 5 questions. And I timed myself reading through it. It only takes 1 to 2 minutes maybe to go through the entire tool, even if they're taking a lot of time with each question. So practice on yourself, practice with a coworker so that you get comfortable reading the questions. And then once you're comfortable with it, it will be easy to go through it quickly with your taxpayers on the phone.
All right, we've come to the end of our training. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate your time today and all the time you're going to put in taking these important phone calls. This is a crucial part of the tax prep service, and your work helping us screen these calls will improve the entire process for everyone else involved. So thank you. Now you can go back to the email where you found the link to this video and click on the training certification link. After you fill out and submit that form, you will receive a completion certificate in your email. If you have questions at any time, please reach out to me. I don't want anyone to feel confused or stressed about these phone calls. So please contact me. I'm here to help you through this. Thank you again. We could not offer this service without volunteers like you. You are truly tax heroes.